Tonight, more victims come forward after the jailing of a paedophile priest.
Lives essentially had been totally destroyed by things that had happened to them at Marist College.
Also tonight, the bushfire emergency continues in New South Wales. Pauline Hanson's Chief of Staff banned from Parliament House after a scuffle with a senator. And all over, Red Rover, the longest-running Mars robot, finally falls silent. Good evening, Guy Stainer with ABC News. An ABC investigation has uncovered new allegations of sexual abuse by staff at Burnie's Marist College in the 1960s, 70s and 80s after the conviction of a former teacher last year. Priest Thomas Fulcher was sentenced to 4 years in prison after 2 victims came forward saying they were abused. Now more people are speaking out for the first time.
Survivors of historic sex abuse at Tasmania's Marist College continue to come forward. Old wounds opened up last year after the conviction of paedophile priest Thomas Fulcher. It prompted James to speak publicly for the first time about being abused by Fulcher and other college staff in the 1960s.
He'd get you to his room to say he was going to help you with classwork. He would be there in either just a pair of shorts or sometimes nothing.
Former Greens MP Paul O'Halloran and his brother Stephen were also abused. The brothers say teachers used sex education classes to strip students naked and violate them.
The first one would have been in 1963 when I was 11 years old.
I mean, it was unthinkable that you would not go, given the power and the authority that the priest had.
Fulcher is the 5th teacher connected to the college to be jailed for sex offences between the 1960s and 80s. Others include international cricket umpire Stephen Randall and failed trainee priest Paul Goldsmith. Survivors believe there are many more victims out there.
When I was a Member of Parliament and I was having people come into my office whose lives essentially had been totally destroyed by things that had happened to them at Marist College.
The ABC has spoken with multiple former students who say they were sexually violated by teaching staff here at Marist College. They're calling for a recognition as to the scale of the abuse and the emotional toll it's taken on this community. It's hoped that that will bring them some closure and also closure to those who've suffered in silence. Hobart's Archbishop Julian Porteous said the church had been humbled by the historical cases of child sexual abuse and regrets the harm caused by those priests who breached their positions of trust. In statements, Marist Regional College, the Marist Fathers and Archdiocese of Hobart apologised for the hurt to students and urged survivors to contact police. Henry Zwartz, ABC News, Burnie.